The XPENG G6 does not come with a spare wheel. Now that's not unusual. Plenty of modern vehicles, whether they be electric or not, do not come with a spare wheel. Or a dog. Instead, what you get is one of these. Now this might be okay if you get a small puncture directly in the tread, but if you damage the rim or the hole is in the wall of the tyre, then you might be in trouble. Now we've got a small road trip coming up soon, a 4-hour drive in one direction, just an overnight stay and a 4-hour drive back again. And I didn't want to risk not having a spare wheel in case we get damage to a rim or a puncture that can't be repaired with the compressor and foam option. So I want to show you the spare wheel that I found that fits the XPENG G6. I'll show you all of the equipment and accessories that I needed to purchase in order to be able to change the wheel on the XPENG G6 if we need to do that. Alright, so let's take a look at all the components now that make up the kit. Now first of all, we have this handy little carry bag that you can stick in the boot of your car without having things bouncing around all over the place. The big thing, the one that does most of the heavy lifting, of course, is the jack. Now this thing has a little circular platform on top, and as you're probably aware, the electric vehicles need this little ice hockey puck to sit on that in order to be able to slot this into the groove within the frame. Of course, we've got to be mindful not to lift anywhere near the battery, and I'll show you how we insert that a little bit later on or shortly. So that's the first thing, the jack. It comes with, this little kit came with 2 of these little ice hockey pucks, and it also came with this little guy to attach to the end here, and then it can simply ratchet, okay, without having to spin the thing around in circles 100 times to get the car to lift. So that's a really handy little kit. Now, of course, the other thing is we need the crowbar or similar. I don't have no idea what these are actually called, but this one's telescopic, and it comes with the socket that fits the XPENG G6's 20-inch wheels. Now these sockets are 21 mil in order to be able to fit the XPENG G6 wheel nuts. All right, so that's the separate component that I needed to purchase on top of the kit that we just went through. All right, now if you're interested in where I've found these things, I'll put links in the description below so you can check those out. And then of course we've got the wheel itself. Now the wheel on the XPENG G6 is a 20-inch wheel, it's 8 inches wide, and the rim that I purchased here is a 19-inch rim, it's 8 inches wide, which is a little wider than I probably need. But of course the tyres are then a little taller to compensate for that slightly smaller rim. Now this is in, I would say, pretty average condition, to be honest. It's got a few scrapes and bumps on the rim itself, so it is a second-hand rim with a brand new tyre. And this tyre and wheel set me back $350, which I purchased from the guys at Canterbury Wheels and Tyres. I popped in there to see them. They were good enough to test the wheel for me, pop it on, make sure it fitted okay. And we were also able to have a look at how the jack and getting the vehicle up to change the wheel would work using the little hockey pucks. So that was really helpful of them down there at Canterbury Tyres in Bayswater North in Victoria. All right, so having a spare tyre for our upcoming road trip, which I'll be sharing with you, has given me a little bit of peace of mind, but it doesn't come without the trade-off. Now, the trade-off is that it's a big wheel. It takes up basically the whole boot, and of course that means that it's heavy. It's going to probably affect our efficiency rate. So it is a trade-off, but I won't be carrying this around all the time, that's for sure. But if we do a road trip or we go somewhere where I need to be back in time, and it's imperative on this road trip that I am back in time, then we have that peace of mind to be able to take the spare wheel and all of the gear that we need with us to make sure we don't get caught out. All right guys, well as always, I hope you found that helpful. I look forward to chatting to you again in the next video soon.